You look familiar.
Familiar. I look familiar?
Next Wednesday.
Why is he here?
He's represented by the firm.
You still chasing after Sabrina, I see. What's it to you?
Brace for impact.
I really need to see you in my office.
Because this could be the fight of their lives.
Mr. Benson will be listening in on the testimonies today.
I scream for God, anybody. My baby would still be here.
Is there any paper trail proving what was done?
Tyler Perry.
Okay, this is an edit because I recorded my 15-second trailer breakdown video on Thursday morning. But for whatever reason, BET decided, hey, we're actually going to release a 30-second trailer the day after the episode. So basically, they released a 30-second promo Thursday night. And there's only like a couple of moments in that extended cut of the trailer you just saw that was worth talking about. So instead of re-editing the whole video, I'm just recording this brief intro. So you saw the 30-second trailer, you're listening to me now, and then after you will hear the audio breaking down the rest of the trailer. So essentially the only things added were Damani going in on Rich about, you're still chasing after Sabrina, huh? What's it to you? Then they get into a fight. Then you have Dr. Cruz looking at Karen's like, oh, you look familiar. I look familiar. I look familiar. And Andy has to hold her back. And that's when the ladies are like, wait, why is he here? He's represented by the firm. And that's about it. Oh, yeah. There's this one moment where we see Danny like snatching her purse or knocking something down. I believe she could be getting fired. And that's about it. So that covers everything from the extended cut of the trailer. What you're about to hear now is Jeremy from the past talking about everything else going on. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll catch you in the next video. Oh, side note, thank you to everybody who sent me the 30-second trailer as well. All right, Sistas fans, you just saw the 15-second promo for next week. Season 9, Episode 19, Taking It All Back. Yeah, folks, just a couple more episodes after this one. I think it's 3 total. Yeah, 3. 20, 21, and 22. Andy and Karen present the stories of those who suffered abuse under Dr. Cruz in an effort to solidify the case against him. The other sisters seek justice of their own. Okay, so Benson is exactly who we all thought he was. Because even in this last episode, when Andy was telling Karen, yeah, we're going to get these women here and we're going to get their stories and whatnot. And I'm sure if Benson sees this room full of women going into details about Dr. Cruz, he has to believe us. And I'm thinking to myself, dude comes across as the kind of guy where you can have 50 people in a room all recounting their tales of Dr. Cruz, but he will not budge. And the promo is very heartbreaking because of the fact that, Andy tells the women in the conference room about how Mr. Benson's going to be in here to, listen to the testimonies that you all give. And, Karen's in front of the camera breaking down, talking about how, my baby would still be here if it wasn't for Dr. Cruz. And I'm sure, all the other women have their time. And Benson says, is there any paper trail proving what he has done? I gotta give him credit for the storyline because this is very real. I mean, there is the danger of the statements of believe all women, especially when a lot of the high profile cases of allegations turn out to be fabricated. It makes people skeptical because it's one of those things where you got to be careful of who you put your trust in, because sometimes somebody who is claiming to be a victim could just be bitter or trying to get a money grab, which is sad because when those people get exposed for lying, the true victims of any sort of harassment or neglect that leads to complications or, sadly, in this case, death of, newborns. Because I think there was a video circulating a few days ago of a black woman in a hospital in a wheelchair going into labor for like 30 minutes before she actually got any sort of medical attention. And I'm like, dang, this is just one of those things where Sistas hit the nail on the head, man. But my question is, with Dr. Cruz in the building and Andy literally bringing Benson into this room, despite the fact that he said drop this case, I wonder what this means moving forward. Will Andy get fired? Will Benson, you know, I don't know, change his perspective? I have no clue. But either way, this is going to be a heartbreaking scene, I can already tell. From there, we're over at the bank, and Nina's getting in Sabrina's face like, don't play with me. And Sabrina's like, I'm not playing with you. And that's when Damani tries to grab Nina before she gets into a fight. And then he ends up bumping into Rich and then shoving him, messing up the flowers. And Rich grabs him and is like, oh yeah, I've been waiting for you to do something stupid. So then they get into a brawl. Okay. So after that scene takes place, we have Sabrina over at the law firm talking to Fatima. So this is pretty interesting because this is the first time we've seen Sabrina go directly to Fatima for help. Obviously, she's probably there to see Andy, but she knows she's busy right now with Karen and the girls. But yeah, it turns out Fatima gets the rundown of the situation. So this guy doesn't have a backbone. It's really his fiance that's pushing him to terminate these embryos. And you know what? I think what we need to do is push back on her. So that's going to be interesting. Now from there, we go, oh man, yeah, I'm almost done here. We go over to the airport. I think that woman, I forgot her name, but the one who runs the HR department, she tells Danny, I need to see you in my office right now. I have no idea what this could be in relation to. Could it be that she's losing her job? I mean, yeah, she has her hours cut, but you know, if these cutbacks continue, it is possible she might get terminated. But at least she has that $75,000. Because remember, Tony did give back that $10K. So she does have money that she's sitting on. Which then leads to the salon. And it's nighttime. And Danny's there with Maurice and Pam saying, well, if my life is going to be a disaster, I might as well have some say in it. And that's it. That is it. So, folks, oh yeah, side note, I could be wrong here. I don't know if this is the route they're going to take. We know Karen is putting up her salon for sale. Danny has $75,000. Do you think maybe her, Pam, and Maurice will pull their funding and go into business together? I don't know. I don't know exactly what could be done with that with Danny, but I'm just saying she's the only one out of these three that I can think of that has capital, because Pam said, I'd love to buy the salon, but I don't have the capital for it. So who's to say, you know, Danny doesn't go full on in to become like a roots to riches, you know, funder, and then boom, there you go. There you go. All right. I mean, because, hey, the title's called Taking It All Back, like Sabrina taking, you know, back her power in this embryo thing. Karen and the other women trying to take their, you know, power back from Dr. Cruz, and Andy trying to present this case to Benson. So, yeah, interesting stuff. But as always, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm still going to do these things. It is kind of disheartening seeing how low my Sistas content is in terms of views, because these trailer breakdowns used to easily get 10, 20K in a couple of days, but lately they've only been getting a couple thousand views, so yikes. But for those who still watch, I appreciate you. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.